guys, welcome back to another episode of Anime and Opposites. And my host, Ufora, is making funny faces. And I'm Jola as usual. How are you guys doing? Ufora, what's going on?
I'm good.
Please
I'm
don't
good.
correct me, by the way.
No. I've moved on from that. We live a different life. I accept you for who you are, Aibo. I do accept you for
Okay,
who you are and your mistakes and your edges,
right.
everything that you're
That's
about.
why you had to chuck that in there. Okay,
No.
okay,
A
sure.
diamond is rough. That's what it is.
Whatever. Anyway.
Anyways, hi guys. Welcome to episode 17. Yeah.
Mm,
So how have you been
yes.
as well, Chola?
I'm good. Um, do you want to say what the title is, or we should just dive in?
Just dive in. Everyone is gonna
Okay.
see. Or rather, I can just say, welcome to the Baddies.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome to the Baddies. All right. Take us.
This just in.
All right. First headline. So apparently, Capcom celebrated Resident Evil Village launch, and I saw the picture. So they drew a werewolf on the side of the Somerset Hill. So I saw the picture. It was a cool drawing, and if it was one of those times where there was no lockdown and I lived near Somerset, maybe I would have gone to go and see it myself. But that's
Okay.
not that I care that much. I'm just saying I
Yeah.
had to live like literally like 10 steps away, that kind of closeness. But outside of that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
Then
Okay.
for our international listeners who also have maybe the people that want to buy PS5 and Series X, it's coming back in stock because it's been out of stock for a while and people have been finding it difficult
Yes.
to buy. So it's being restocked at
Yes.
some places like GameSpot and some other places
Yeah.
as
Though
such.
I
So
still heard. Though I still heard that the short supply is still gonna possibly carry on into
it's
next year.
definitely going to be in short supply, but restock, even if in
But it's
restock means
at
that,
least it's
even if
restocking.
restock
Yeah.
means like 10 consoles came in, you could be one of the
It's
first.
still
And you can get,
restocking.
have a friend in the store that will help you put it in the corner,
Right.
you know. Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Um, so Lost Judgment, have you seen the trailer yet?
No.
Yeah, so
Not at all.
Lost Judgment is going to release in September on PS5 and Series X, but apparently it's not coming to PC. So I wonder why. But yeah,
Actually, what is Lost Judgment?
it's a game.
Yes, I know it's a game, obviously, but you asked me if I've seen it. Like, I'm not aware of Lost Judgment as a game, so that's why I was asking. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, it's just a new game coming out. I don't know. I think it's best you watch. It's action adventure video game.
Right, got you.
It's published by Sega. Blah blah. All those ones. But it
Right,
seems like it's going to
right.
be a good game, so that's why it's being spoken about, like
Mm.
top in the top news. So yeah, that's what it is. Um. So yeah, did you watch Westworld?
I did season 1 and 2 though. I haven't seen season 3.
Did you enjoy Westworld?
I did. I did. Yes, yes.
I would just say this. I watched Westworld season one. I don't know if I finished it. It was difficult.
Mm.
Not that it wasn't nice, but it
It's
was
a
a
bit
difficult.
strenuous.
It's yeah.
Yes.
I think
It's long, drawn out, and it's tiring. Though
it's
it's intriguing,
tiring.
but
It's
it's
intriguing, but
tiring.
it's tiring. Yeah, exactly. That's the
Yes,
word. Be-
absolutely.
because I think I watched season one a little bit to a certain point where it really pulled on me. Then I watched it again to really on because
Ooh,
you were when you came back to watch. I've not watched it in a long time. Then I'm like, okay, I want to watch this TV show, so I have to like. I don't know if where I
refresh your
stopped
memory.
is where I started or whatever, so I go back again. And guess what? I don't think I still finished season one. And the problem is I still
Really,
and the problem is I still want to watch it. So guess what's going to happen?
you're gonna
I'm
do
going
that whole
I'm going to
process
start
all over again. You know what? You're very much like the robots in the show because that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
At the end, they get killed and they
And then they
restart
restart
again.
again.
So yeah, like following suit.
I
You
mean,
know?
this is going, and the robots are going to go through torture because that's what it is for them.
Yeah,
And
because
basically,
the
watching
memories are
this for
piling up.
me over and over again is basically torture.
Right, right.
Because you know when you're watching
That.
it, not to stay on this, but you know when you're watching it and then it's you keep remembering, oh, I've seen this part, but you're like, I need to still see some of it
But
because
at
I'm not
least,
so sure what
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
they said. Let me listen attentively now. Oh, painful.
You secretly like it.
No,
That's
I
all.
didn't say it's not nice. I said it's
No, no, no. I
painful
mean,
to
you
watch.
like torturing yourself,
Oh,
not the whole show.
who
Yes.
knows? Who knows?
Yes.
Anyways, then World of Warcraft, the Burning
Oh, you
Crusade.
didn't say what the news was, though.
Oh, sorry, I just went from that. I'm sorry
You just went.
because I
Yeah.
thought I've spoken about Westworld. I moved on. So apparently,
Yeah.
the creators of Westworld are working on a new series, blah, for Amazon.
Okay.
So let's see what that's
Okay.
about. Would you consider
Interesting.
Westworld as horror? I know it's not,
It's
but
a thriller, not
mm,
horror,
but these
because of
days,
the whole
thriller
psychological
and
bit of
horror
it.
kind of mix up these days a lot. So you don't even know where
You
horror
can
starts and
say
where
the
thriller
mix up,
ends.
but no, no, yeah, you can say the mix up, but I'm not gonna lie to you. When there's horror, there's real horror, which I just stay clear of. So
Oh,
when
you
it's
don't like
thriller, I can deal.
you don't like horror,
No, no, I don't.
really?
There are different types of horror. The
No, I mean
horror
I mean
that's a bit too
the one
close to home.
the one that
The
maybe they are doing
exorcism of
exorcism. Yeah,
Emily
that's the
Rose.
one. That's the one.
No, I
That's
don't
the.
fuck with those. No, 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 no.
I need
Paranormal
to.
activity, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't like
I
it.
think that I need to sit you down, like tie your
I
hands
knew
up and
that's
let's
actually what you're gonna say.
watch horror
Unless you
together.
plan on stapling my eyes open, it's not gonna
Basically,
happen.
Tom and Jerry style.
Nah. Yeah.
You know when the sound is
Yeah.
loud. You know when wait. You know I know you're probably close your eye, but you know if you're watching something and you know when you don't want to see something, but the sound is loud enough that you can't
Oh,
help but open your
yes.
eyes. I'm going to
Yes.
that's how I will do it to you. Even if I can't say you have to keep opening your eyes to like see what is going on because I'll surround you with
Dude,
the sound.
I won't even be there. Like, it's not worth it. It's
You
just
won't
not worth
know.
it, man.
That's why it's capture and torture.
No, it's not
Anyways,
worth. It's not gonna happen. But let's carry on, Sha. Yeah.
yeah. Then World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade. That was like a classic that I played ages ago when I used to love and play a lot of World of Warcraft. Did you know that? I'm sure you knew that, right?
You've mentioned it,
Yeah.
yes, I know.
Anyways,
I
and so
never got into it though.
it's
Go
getting.
on.
I don't know whether they redid the classic or what, or they are releasing it as a new expansion pack. I'm not really sure. It's been ages since I played, but it's getting released on the 1st of June. So for the World of Warcraft fans out there, you can enjoy that. Then
Sweet.
Nintendo Switch has outsold Xbox 360, so yay for them. I don't know
Okay.
why.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
them.
I don't know why they are comparing themselves against Xbox 360, but you know, it's all good.
Um,
I know.
because Xbox is the closest to them.
Um, yeah, for you that I've not caught up with Stranger Things, that's another one. But yeah, Netflix is they've released the first
I've
look
seen
on
it, yeah.
season 4. How does it look?
Well, not first look, but not a trailer. I've not seen a trailer per se. I just saw that
Pictures.
I saw a picture, yeah, and I might be diving more into the girl's past. So, yeah.
One for me, and I don't know why Jola till now hasn't seen it, but I'll just move on and say
I'm not in a
Joker
rush.
sequel is in the works. So I'm looking forward to that because I thoroughly enjoyed Joker. It was a wonderful movie. I also saw I also saw Batman the next the some of more of the
The
trailer or
trailer.
something like that. I
Yeah,
don't know how
yeah,
I
me
feel
too.
about this Batman coming out. I'm not buzzed.
I don't know. I
I'm
couldn't
not
really see.
feeling
I don't know.
like
I don't know.
anything I've seen so far. It just seems I know what they're trying. I feel I know what they're trying to do in the sense that they're trying to make it raw, like the way they're trying. They don't want to make it all flashy and fancy the way Batman can end up looking because of his superhero TV show or sorry movie. But they're trying to make. I feel like they're trying to bring it so down to. If you watched
But
Gotham, I feel they're trying to
Okay.
make it a little bit much more raw in the sense of like grimy, dirty. Like he's not even in
Like
all
Gotham.
this fancy guy. Like it's not about him being fancy. Yes, the way you see some of them will look like a fancy guy in the middle of mess, but this one they're trying to make it. He is as messy as the mess.
As the environment.
Because he doesn't even look like he looks messy. He doesn't look clean like Bruce Banner. Just
Yeah.
he looks. It doesn't look like
Although they didn't
yeah.
show him a lot.
Yeah, but
Bruce
the
Wayne,
little
you mean?
yeah, Bruce Wayne, not Bruce Banner. I don't know how. Yeah, gunshot
It's
movement.
okay.
Anyways,
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So that's I don't look forward to the movie, but I'm going to watch it, and I hope that they blow me out of the water with. I believe this kind of one is going to be more of the storyline than
Action. I
action.
want to just see what this version of Robert Pattinson as Batman is gonna do. So
And is it part
I
of
guess
this?
we'll
Is it
see.
part of the universe? Do you know?
I
Like,
don't know.
are they taking it
I
outside the
wouldn't
universe?
think so.
Because if it's
I
part
wouldn't
of the,
think so, but I don't.
I wouldn't
Hmm.
think so. Because if it's part of the universe, that means it's going to have to merge in again with a Justice League. Like him will have to get in there. But if it's separate from the universe, then that's fine. That's fine.
I
Because
imagine it will
I
be
think this
separate,
Joker
but
is
who
also
knows?
this Joker is a separate universe. That's why. So him, whether they will make this
Could also
Batman
be.
meet this Joker and have their own, who knows. Anyways, yeah. Then, we last episode we spoke about Andrew Garfield, and
That
you
he's still
mentioned that
going
he
on
said
about.
oh, that he's not now. He's now saying never say never. Like, guy, what are you
Yeah,
trying
but
to
he's
do?
still saying no. I still saw an interview of him, um, day before yesterday
What
also.
is no and what is
And
never say never?
he's still saying no. He didn't get a call. He doesn't know anything. And they asked him, "But would you want to do it?" And he said, "Well, I hadn't given it much thought because he had kind of closed the chapter on that, but he hadn't really given it much thought. That's his answer." I'm like, what kind of political answer is that one? You've
Are we
thought
do?
about, can I do Spider-Man again or can't I? I'm not saying think about the little bits of things, timing, or all that, but have you thought I could do Spider-Man again? Answer yes or no. I could do it, or nah, I never want to do it again. But all these they are political answers. Anyway, to be fair, they
These are
have publicists and all these
these are
funny
the people
things.
that
So
should come around for 2023 election because they know how to answer these questions. I beg.
I
I'm
know.
moving on, Jerry.
All right, Jerry.
Then yeah, you know Jerry me to be my Jerry as because I said I'm moving on, Jerry. You know, said all right, Jerry. I'm like okay. We just went on the whole Jerry spree. This is what Andrew
I
Garfield does
blame
to
you
us.
though.
You know what
I
Andrew
blame
Garfield
you
does.
though.
It
Yeah,
brings out the
because
Jerry in us. You're like, I bet we're tired of you.
yeah,
Move on.
exactly.
Anyways,
Oh man.
yeah. Then, is it, how do they say this? Toe? Is it
I
Toei
knew
or
you were gonna
Toe?
ask.
I'm
I
curious.
literally knew. I knew you were going to
Is it
ask. How do
Toei?
you pronounce? I'm not sure. I think it's Toei Animations. I think
Toei.
it's Toei Animation.
Toei.
I think so.
How did you
I
know I was
think.
going to ask? This is really freaky how you know me. It's
I just
weird.
knew. I was waiting. I was going to preempt and say, I bet you want to know how, but I said, nah. Let me leave it to him and see what he
All
does.
right.
So yeah.
Very, very freaky, but I'll continue. I watched
Mm.
Dragon Ball Super. It was a lovely, I think it was one of the best ones that they had because of maybe modern times and how they mix it in fight scenes, everything. So they're bringing out a film in 2022. Maybe, after seeing Demon Slayer do so well, who knows? But obviously, it would have been in the works for a long time before Demon Slayer came out. So I'm just playing around. But yeah,
Sure.
I'm
Sure.
gonna watch it when it comes out. I know you wouldn't, but I
I
would.
mean, well, for this podcast stuff, I probably would, but I haven't
Yeah.
watched anything to do with
I
Dragon
think
Ball
you
Z
can
in
watch.
ages.
I think you can watch Super and keep
Ages.
it at that. You can just watch Super and be okay with that. You don't need
They
to
scream too much, man. Though I,
reduce the
I
volume
can't take
or
it.
mute in that
Even no,
moment.
even if they spend too much time screaming, when you want to go Super Saiyan, you have to scream. I'm like, come on, man. Uh, nice
Anyways,
one, but it's a bit much. But
yeah,
we'll
it
see.
is.
We'll see.
Then I think this was a good move on Nintendo. So apparently they've appointed the Illumination founder and CEO, Chris Dandry, as an outside director. So that's interesting.
Okay. Why is this
So
interesting
because
to you?
I like the guy. I mean, not him personally, because I don't know him personally. I like what he has done. Basically, Minions and everything that has come from that point. So
Okay.
it feels like a good mashup because Nintendo. If I do Nintendo and
Okay.
Minions, it's a good mashup. So
Fair
I don't know
enough.
whether it is for like animation that they are pointing him to
Oh,
get into animations,
right.
because I believe that's what I read, but I don't quote me on that. But yeah, that's what I feel I read. So I think they might want to go into animations. And yeah, and
Fair
then
enough.
speaking of Nintendo, I just saw one. I don't know if I sent it to you. I just saw one meme, and it was I think I did just today, and it was uh, what's his name, Luigi, in the whole in the format of Invincible and Omni Man, where Omni Man has beaten Invincible to the ground, and then Invincible is in. You know when he beats Invincible to a pop and he's shouting at Invincible like and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
So that same picture, but imagine Luigi is Omni Man, and then imagine Mario is in the ground.
Is
Yeah,
yeah.
he's in Invincible and in the ground and beaten, and then he's shouting at
Oh,
Mario and
okay.
say, "You think?" Every single time I need to read it so that I'm sure, because it's better I don't chop mouth on this. So yeah, he said, Mario, do you really think Peach is always getting kidnapped in quotes by Bowser, and you have to save her? Think, Mario, think.
Oh,
He's trying to let us know that Bowser is clapping Peach's cheeks.
yeah.
Like let's
Yeah.
let's let's
Yeah.
think about this. Peach is cheating on you,
Y'all are
Mario.
just y'all are just trying to turn everything around. He just captured her, okay? Yeah, you
Every,
actually you did send this to me, but I didn't like focus on it. I'm not gonna lie.
uh,
I didn't focus on it because
okay.
I've seen so many of these memes,
Yeah, I've
so
seen so
it
many of
just was
them.
like,
Yeah, but this one, no, it
yeah,
was what was written, and I was like,
the caption.
because
Yeah.
every single time this girl gets kidnapped, like,
All you dirty, dirty people. That's just what it
like
is.
maybe she's telling Mario kidnapped, but
Come on, man.
until you walk to his house, you know where his house is. You like that castle. Where does Mario is just a plumber? You like being in a castle. I just put that out there. I'm not gonna leave it there.
Okay. I shall move on.
You're thinking
um,
about it now, right?
I am not. Jupiter's Legacy is out, obviously.
I started watching it.
It's been out for a while now. No, I haven't started it yet. But
I just started today, so I've watched parts of episode one. I'm gonna binge it.
episode one. Mm, I'm hearing it's not like amazing, but
I'm hearing that the
it's just
same.
like there.
I've seen
I
some
hear it's just
ratings
like
of 2/5.
average.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so average basically.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, a little below, but whatever. Um, so for Overlord fans, the anime is getting a fourth season, and apparently they're working on an anime film project as well. So great. I've never seen Overlord already, so but
I'm
yeah.
not sure if I've seen
Um,
it.
mm. Netflix India is adding Jujutsu Kaisen
Yeah, I saw that.
on June the 3rd. So that's great for Jujutsu. I'm happy for them.
Great for
Um,
anime. It's great for anime.
hmm So apparently, One Piece announced like the results for their first ever global character popularity poll. Um, and so top six is obviously Luffy at the top, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Law, and Robin.
I cannot disagree. I
You
cannot
can't
disagree. I
disagree, eh?
can't disagree. Yeah, I knew
Okay.
Luffy would be there. I knew Zoro would
For
be there.
sure.
I
And
knew
Law
Law would be
and
there, and I knew
Sanji.
Robin. No, I didn't think Sanji. I knew Robin would be there over
You
Sanji
knew
and
Robin
Nami.
would be there?
Yes.
You know the funny thing? I'm surprised. Nami, yes. Robin, I'm a little surprised.
I think
Because she's
people.
kind of she's boring, but it's that mature
I
thing that
think
people
that is
like
it.
about
People
her.
like older women. That's what it is.
Yes, and she has that whole thing. You know, they always
People,
insert characters like that into
yeah,
anime, right?
people like
Yeah.
older women, and she gives you
And so
that,
that older one that is very confident and
and that
chill.
that is still trying to give you a whole sex appeal thing, but is older.
Yes, but she
That
doesn't try.
like
Yeah, without trying.
she knows what she wants. She wants you to sit down. You're gonna
Yeah,
sit
like if
down,
she
yeah,
decides that she wants to handle you, she will handle
and do you,
you.
yeah, yeah. See, I knew that obviously Luffy, Zoro, they are top guys. Law as well has really made himself one of those
Lloyd,
characters
even before,
that no
I think
before,
Law
but I'm
was
trying to
always
say
cool from the
no. That's the
beginning.
thing. He's
Yeah,
been cool and he's been one of those characters you can't ignore. Like he's
definitely.
been really part of the story, especially the recent arcs. Like he's been like it's
It
almost like he's
tied
part.
him in,
It's
like,
almost like he's in their
really.
crew. Like all of a sudden, in a certain way, like
Yes,
they are
yes,
brothers in arms in a certain way. So Law
yes,
is
with the
always there,
alliance, yeah.
and I definitely
Mm.
knew Nico Robin would be there with the sex appeal and the older woman vibe. I wasn't sure of Sanji and I wasn't sure of Nami. I mean, but I can agree with that. Nami still the same sex appeal thing, obviously, and she's prominent. Sanji is 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 I don't know whether it's so much, not that he's not strong like Zoro, but I don't know where the
They don't
love is
necessarily
coming
always.
from. Yeah, he
I think
doesn't.
it's coming from. There's always that funny bit between him and Zoro.
Zoro. So maybe it's the Zoro.
There's always that. So
He
I
has his
reckon
Zoro
it's that.
pickup. Yeah, I guess
Yes,
that's what
because
he
and the
has.
funny thing is, I love whenever they clash. They always
No, no,
have the funny.
definitely.
Once they say Marimo head, love cook,
But you know
paga
what?
cook,
But
that
you
kind
know
of
what
thing.
it is. If you really, just like we
Uh,
talked about at the end of the episode, last episode, if you think
mm,
about it deeply, it's a fight for number
it's
two position.
competing. Yes, that's why I said it's competing. Yeah,
For actual and
yeah.
in as I say, in the subconscious, in front of us, it just seems like a fight, like they just don't get along. But if you look at it in a deep sense of Luffy's number one and they are fighting for, that there's that second in command which Zoro is because he came first, and
Hmm.
Sanji's like I should be second in command. So they always fight of there's that fight of I should be the second in command. My bounty should be more than yours. So they always have that competition for being
Yeah,
second to Luffy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I sorry, last on this, and I think we would see it come off more now. Why I would say it to come off more now
Is this
in
a
this
spoiler?
episode? No, it's not. No, it's not a spoiler. Why I'll say it to
Okay.
come off more now? No, because you've watched
Okay.
this TV show. So I mean, you've watched that episode. You finished Big Mom arc, and we spoke about Big Mom. So
Oh, okay, good, good. Okay, cool.
this is based
I
off.
forgot.
Why I think is because this was the I felt like Big Mom arc and his family that we found out because we didn't really know about Vince Smokes until the prison scene.
At all.
We didn't know. We thought everybody, all of them had their origin story where Luffy picks them out from the place. So to us, Luffy picks
They
him
only
out
showed us his origin with the
base
guy that taught
with
him, the guy with
the
the
chef
leg.
guy that was working for.
We didn't know he had
Yeah,
an origin.
origin.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
and normally the way One Piece has always worked is that once your origin has been passed, you kind of come into your full element. We now really see the all of you. Like we never really see you fully until you've taken care of your demons. So like now, what's her name?
Yes.
Nami took care of her demons. Next, we started really seeing how Nami can
Mm-hmm.
progress, and then we saw Nico Robin the same thing. She took care of her
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
demons in that whole CP9 arc,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
so I think we thought we have seen Sanji because his demon was
Yes.
that moment, but I think it is
Yeah.
now he has finally taken care of his demons, which is his family, and this whole thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
believe we are now really going to see
Seeing him more and more.
Sanji in his element, who Sanji is supposed to be and how he's supposed to be.
Which I don't mind.
Which I don't mind. And him embracing his
Yeah.
family. Obviously, him embracing his family's technology and some things to enhance him.
Because they forced him, because even in Wano, right, he's using the thing, even though
So-
it's partly for rubbish and nonsense, but
Yeah.
it's also
But
using
that's what I'm
it,
trying to
yeah,
say. And then you can imagine Frankie working on it with a little bit of Usopp and
with
stuff.
his tech and yes, putting things into it.
And then we are going
but
to
yeah.
get Sanji into a whole different level. So I think we
Question
are yet to see Sanji properly.
question. You know, this is always the problem with talking about One Piece. I swear, because I want to ask you: do you think he would ever use his hands? Is this a dangerous question to ask because what we are doing now?
He would have no. He would never use his hands.
You think they would never ever
He
show
would
him
never.
use his hands
He
ever?
would never. I think
Okay,
I
fair
think it's
enough.
based on the code
I
of
just
honor.
wanted to
I think
ask.
it's based on the code
Oh, I know.
of. I know it's
Yeah,
although no, but
that
I
he
think
has set.
which is fine, but that's not even it. I think it's based on the code, but One Piece has such a hard line rule for following your code. Like
Yeah.
it's not even just about Sanji, it's about the general anime that once you break your code, you are no longer the person you claim to be. So I think just for that fact that he has that code and that code alone, it's like
Mm-hmm.
that code is Sanji and Sanji is that code. So we would never get to see him use his hands because his hands are never supposed to be anything than a chef.
To be used, yes, other than
So the
cook.
moment if they make him use his hands, I think that's the end. Like Sanji no longer exists. Somebody else you are seeing, and I don't think One Piece would fall out of that line, that hard line story.
Fair enough. Okay. Sorry guys. We always deviate when it comes to One Piece.
One Piece always does
Um,
it, always.
I know. So JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen, I mean. So, Gojo and Nanami, that's, of course, we know Gojo with his sunglasses, and Nanami, the guy who started, teaching Itadori. So apparently, their characters have inspired sunglasses fashion, basically, which I guess doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of cool outfits in anime, and because anime is more mainstream, if you think about
Now,
it, there's a lot of stuff worn in anime that they could turn into fashion, and people would be down to wear. So, absolutely, I'm for it, man.
yeah, I'm for it
Um,
too.
Sony is facing a lawsuit over digital sales exclusivity. That is, apparently, they were doing it that you can only really buy their games from the PlayStation Store rather than like maybe going to Amazon and getting the voucher and then you put it into the store and buy it
You
that
know,
way. And that means they
is the
can
store in
set
that
the
side of your
price.
head? Is the store in that side of your head? You keep saying into the store, like the store in your head. That
Whatever, which means they can set whatever, like they can set the price higher because it'll be like most expensive on the store if they want it to be. So basically they're facing a lawsuit about that, and if it's true, um so Sony also registered a trademark for Sunset Overdrive, which apparently used to be an Xbox One exclusive in 2014, um when but
I
yeah,
know
but
Sunset
since then
Overdrive.
PlayStation has, you know it. Okay, well, yeah, and since then PlayStation has acquired Insomniac Games. But and last but not least, they had IGN showed a list of like top 10 best-selling games of all time, and it's okay, well, so number 10 is Mario Kart 8. Number 9, Red Dead
Cra-
Redemption 2.
Yeah, agreed.
Number 8, Mario Kart W2. Is that
Agreed.
what you call it?
Yeah.
7,
We.
Super
It's not
Mario
W2. It's we.
Bros.
Is we.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. My mind was on Gun Moment. Yeah, my mind was also on Black Ops for some reason. I was just thinking of
World War
Call
Two.
of Duty. Yeah. Number 7 is Super Mario Bros.
Agreed.
Number 6 is Pokemon First Generation.
Agreed.
Number 5 is PUBG.
PUBG. PUBG.
Players
That's what it's
on
called. Just call it PUBG.
players on the okay PUBG. Number 4 is Wii Sports.
W2
Number
Sports.
5, Wii Sports is fine.
I know. I'm saying W2 Sports for
because
you
I
because I
said
said
we.
yeah.
I
Because
know,
you said W2
whatever.
the first time.
Stop trying to disorient me. Okay. Number 3 is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Agreed.
Yeah, of course. I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm not surprised at
I'm
the same
not.
time.
I'm not.
Anyway, number two is no. I was going to say I'm surprised it's not higher, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. Number two, because it's of all time, if you think about it. Number two is Minecraft, and number one is Tetris. So,
Agreed.
yeah,
And this is why Nintendo dominates the game world.
because of all these kind of games, Tetris, Mario, those things just never leave
You
and
can't.
can never really
You
be
can't.
topped or something. You know,
You cannot beat it. You
it's
can't.
in the very fabric of
It's the very fiber of
games, I
gaming.
guess.
Is
Yeah.
is literally gaming. Like if you were to meet anyone and talk about gaming, like that knows gaming, everyone has a Mario story at some point. They've encountered Mario, they've played Mario, they've something with Mario.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is, but Mario has touched your life. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things that I think just based on that, as in the nostalgia effect can never stop. And even the
Yeah.
kids now are already like, you know how last thing, you know how things phase off with generations. So normally
Mm-hmm.
we played Mario, maybe some people before us played Mario, but then the next generation wouldn't. So like some of the games we play, the next generation would not really play those games. They'll play different kind of games, just like music and movies and all those things. But Mario is one of those things that
Mm-hmm.
the kids now are playing Mario. The kids next
Yeah.
generation will be playing Mario.
We'll play
It's
Mario.
also Mario would always continue to carry your childhood. That's it. So,
True.
so for that reason and
True.
that reason alone, when you're grown and you see Mario, you're like, oh, I need to play Mario. Nostalgia effect never ends. Never ending nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless all these cancel people decide they want to find some kind of fault and say cancel, cancel. You know, they like their own is just to be cancelled.
They are going to look for you. I no go dey
I'm
there.
just,
I know
I'm
they
just, I'm just kidding.
when they say cancel Jola, you see me carry placard. Cancel Jola.
Really? Wow. After calling me Aibo, and now this is what you're doing, like throw me to the wolves, yeah?
When the council police come for you, you know, you just have to sit there in one corner. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
And
Okay,
anyways, yeah.
yes, that wraps up our headlines. Do you have anything else you wanna add?
No, nothing else.
Well,
We
you're
can
good.
jump straight into the main content. So
Cool.
so like we call this episode the Baddies, and it's one episode that we've been for a while now we've been thinking about it because I will just mention whenever I think the Baddies, Eisen comes to my head, and Eisen comes to yours as well. So
Dude, Aizen is like, actually Aizen is my, what they call that thing, and Aizen is my waifu or husband.
Yeah,
Sorry, is
yeah.
the male version.
husbando, yeah. So anyways,
Yeah.
as you've heard, Eisen is Jola's husbando. But anyways, moving on from Jola's husbando, this is just an episode we're just gonna touch on powerful anime villains and their ranks.
Yeah.
So we
Yep.
saw a ranking on CBR.com. So we are going to use that as a, you know, as a foundation
Benchmark.
to speak about, or benchmark
Yes,
to
sir.
speak about these people. So yeah.
Do you want to start from the bottom, which is 25?
Yeah, definitely.
It's
yeah,
a top
definitely.
list of 25.
It's a top
by the way.
25 list. So let's start from
Yeah.
the bottom. Beast Titan, number 25. What do you?
Yeah.
How do you feel about him?
I
General
mean,
Beast
yeah, sure.
Titan, and also the person Zeke himself. So I think
Zeke
both
himself, yes.
double.
Both are fine because of Zeke. You know what? Zeke's the psychological part of his plan.
You know, I
as
was just going to mention this, that I think when you look at the bad guy, there are a lot of things that have to come into play. The psychology is very, very important to how bad the guy is, how he's
Yes.
able to manipulate people, situations, and things to his.
Absolutely.
Then the strength of the bad guy, we always have to consider that. Like, how strong are they? Can they fight? Blah blah. Can they carry their own? Do they hide behind people, or are they in front? And then I guess the last thing is could they were they good guys or bad guys in the sense of were they manipulative, which still falls into the psychology in a certain way, but did they
Because
put
are they
themselves
in a
in
gray
good?
area?
You understand? Did they put themselves? Are they in a gray area? Were they double crossers or triple crossers or what were they? You
Yes.
understand? Let's.
Or do
But
they
yeah,
view themselves as good guys, but they're actually bad? Or do
bad
they
guys.
know
You
that
know.
they are stone cold bad guys, kind of
So
thing?
where would you put Beast Titan? Do you think he's a good guy that he's a bad guy that views himself as a
He
good
thinks
guy?
he's a good guy.
Thinks
Yes.
he has a hero complex. Do you think?
Yeah, that he thinks what he's doing is good for the good of his people, obviously.
What he did to his
And this, by the way,
parents.
this is probably going to include spoilers, you guys. Sorry, didn't say it soon enough. It's probably going to include some spoilers on some of the things we talk about.
Some, but
Like for Beast Titan.
most of these
Some,
things,
but not a
but
lot.
re-
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really
yeah.
because all these things seasons. I know people. Some people have not watched it, but seasons have ended. Like of almost everything here. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's on
Well,
the
just in
internet.
case, right?
It might not. I don't.
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
is.
I don't even think I'm going to give any spoiler warning. This is enough because it's not one of those things that we will be the ones spoiling it for you.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. But yeah, what he did to his parents from the jump too. Yeah,
That was nasty.
that's already like
Yeah,
starting.
can we add in this thing whenever we talk about the person I want to talk about the nastiest thing they did as something that we think they
Okay.
did. So what do you think the nastiest thing Beast Titan did? What would you say?
For me,
For
as
you.
much as bad as tossing his parents to the wolves was, and that was freaking bad. Somehow the whole thing about the spinal fluid thing really shook me for some reason. I just thought that was
That was
so
nasty.
diabolical.
That was
Like,
nasty.
that's just the word for me. So that was it for me. That the way they just everybody in the whole military, like that particular faction, is just compromised. And anytime the bastard would just scream, control them, whatever. I just thought that was really I just thought that was really diabolical. So that's it for me. That's it for me. Do you agree or you pick something else or
I
you
think
pick
I
the
will still
parents
pick a
thing?
parents thing for me. I think but no, not really. I might go off I was going to pick the parents initially, but I think the father was a dick. His father was like
Yes.
his
His
father
father was not
his
a
father
father,
did not
basically.
help his side mentality. So I
Because he
think
kept
it's
putting things on the boy and he
yeah,
wasn't a father
yeah.
to him. He was just a tool, another tool to be
I
used
think
to further their agenda too.
I think the nastiest thing for me was when I don't know which season that was, but I think maybe either that was his first introduction or his second introduction where he just killed some people in a very, very
Oh, that was in
unforgiving
season
way.
three.
Yeah,
Season three,
season
I think it
three.
was part two. That's
Like
when he was
just
launching all the stones. When the army was
yeah.
coming and he was just
I think that was a nasty.
launching
I think that
them.
was my
Oof.
nastiest moment. And being that we know the story now,
He killed
it's
a lot of
like,
people. Yeah.
it's like okay, did you need to go through all of that? So yeah, it's
Just to
nasty.
prove that you're a bad guy. Like, that's nonsense.
Yeah. So let's go to number
Okay.
24. Lulu. And okay,
Um,
what last thing? Do you think they
you
deserve
want to
to?
take this?
No, do you think they
Uh,
deserve to be there? When I say the number, the person. So does Beast the Titan deserve to be
yes,
in the top 25? Okay, I just want to say
absolutely.
so that we'll just have
Yeah, so
something
we
to.
can. It's great. So we can remove. Yeah, there are some people I don't agree with on here. So
Yeah. So
um,
Lelouch.
okay. I thought. Okay, are we gonna go?
Oh no,
You
no, you
take
go.
one, I
Sorry,
take
you
that.
know. Yeah, sorry
Okay.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Lelouch, as he said, is number 24. I might argue that he should be a little higher up as well. No. Actually, not necessarily.
Not
That's fine.
necessarily.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
think he's fine
no.
in 24.
Actually, yeah. No, he's fine. He's fine. So Lelouch is funny. He's on a villain list because he's definitely in a very, very gray area. He's more of a good guy than a bad guy to me.
Yes,
Though he has that whole hero complex thing too as well, but
definitely.
he was always genuinely trying to like do stuff for those that he thought were being oppressed from the
But
beginning.
yeah,
It's just that he was a very means to an end kind of guy as well,
which is a problem, and
but
I
not
think
as
that's
bad as Zeke. Not as bad
no,
as Zeke,
definitely not. But I think that is
because
where
he
the
didn't
problem.
kill his friends and
And I
stuff
yeah,
like
I
that.
agree, but I think that's where the problem lies because when people
Hmm.
anybody that starts to means to an end, that means
It's
you're missing
always
the in between. The in between
yes, and
dies.
you become
And I think there was
reckless.
that girl that really liked him or something. That whole
But he
that
wasn't the one that killed her.
he
Yes,
wasn't
surely.
he wasn't the one that killed her, but I think the neglect he kind of didn't send her to a certain point in a way.
No, it was wait. Which girl? Are you talking about the princess girl that liked him or the no,
I think
she
it,
didn't like him actually, remember. But is it the one with pink hair or the girl from the school? If you remember.
it's
Because
difficult, It's
there was the
difficult.
princess who massacred everybody. It's not that one, right?
I don't think it's that one. I don't think it's that one.
Okay. Because
I can't remember. I can't remember properly.
you
Let
can't
me not.
remember,
Let me not.
eh?
Let me not go to into things that I'm not too sure of. But I feel like there
Okay,
was
that's
a
fair.
neglect of a particular female character that wanted to help him, but he was like, I'm doing it. That kind of means to an end kind of thing. That yes, I'm still going to help you, but I don't necessarily. I have to. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering wrongly, but
I
it
wish
feels
you
like.
could. Yeah, I think so. I'm not saying the guy had time for
But there
romance,
was that
but
his friend. That was
they
that his.
had
But
they
that was his.
had
But that was there was that his good friend as well. Someone that was like very close to him. That guy wasn't they?
there was a guy close to him, but they were on opposite sides.
Yeah, yeah. Opposite sides. Like
The
the guy did
guy
not know.
who was working for the government and he thought
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
the
yeah,
best, not the government, the family, the
yeah,
royal family.
yeah. I can't. I need to watch it again because there are a lot of things like
Yeah, okay.
it's been
That you're mixing up.
ages. But yeah,
Okay, let me tie this up then. For Lelouch, what I would say for him though is at the end of the day, he was very good as Zero because he was very strategic and
yes,
it won him a lot of battles. And because he was quite ruthless in defeating those soldiers, which is probably why he's on this list, like he was. And he did use people to get things done. I'm not going to say he didn't. And then at the end, when he saw that the best way to bring everybody together was to truly act like a villain. And then at the end how it
yeah,
ends.
yeah,
You remember
yeah,
how it
yeah,
ends,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
So that also then brings everything together. Though again, his whole point was to act as the villain, so everybody like is
Hates him.
against him, and
Yeah.
everybody's already together, and all you have to do is remove him from the equation, and all is well. So yeah,
But it
I
was one
thought
of
that was
those.
all
It
good.
was
I
one of
thought
those
that was a
psycho. It
good
was one of
ending.
those psychological ones as well. He is very smart. He was very smart bad guy.
Yes.
So the next one, number 23. So Light Yagami, and that's from Death
Mm.
Note. I think he's okay where he is. I think him and Lelouch can follow each other closely. So if Lelouch was 25, he should be 24, and so on and so therefore.
Sure. Yeah.
Light is
Yeah.
another one that was one of those ones that is not necessarily a bad guy, but it
Yes.
was
But he's worse than Luch
he's
though.
definitely worse. He took out a lot of people. He backed it up with
This
his
one just lost
psychology,
his mind.
and then he lost his
Mm.
mind. He backed it up with his way of thinking, and then he lost his mind. I think anybody that watched Death Note will probably know it's quite straightforward. Write the name of the person on the book, and they die. But I think he
Yeah.
was also being manipulated. So I guess he's not necessarily
Who was he manipulated by? Who was he being manipulated by?
the Shinigami himself was kind
No, it
of.
wasn't.
I wouldn't say no, no,
That
no,
one was
no,
just
no.
watching. That one was
No,
just
but the
observing him.
mocking and because he used to see didn't the Shinigami like speak to him sometimes, like didn't they have moments
Yes, but he
where
just
I'm
used to say, okay,
yeah, I'm
sorry.
just saying that it's not, you're wielding power, but it's like that power is not necessarily like all your power per se. Do you understand? I just felt like, especially when you even watch the movie as well. I know the movie is nothing like, it's a little bit trashy, but when watching the movie as well and plus the anime, I felt like there was a little bit of manipulation coming from the Shinigami, not in the sense that Light was not in control, oh, but in the sense that it's like that is what the Shinigami wants you to do, to lose your mind and do these things in order to feed him what he wants. People, like, he wants you to write this, he wants you to do those things. So it's like you feed into what he wants. So that's why I'm feeling the manipulation, sorry, came from. So it's like, I've given, if because if he gives you, if you get this book and you do nothing with it, Shinigami gets nothing done. He's not going to get
Sure.
what he wants, which is to kill people. So
Sure.
I think there was a little bit of subconscious manipulation where the Shinigami needs people to die. So that's speaking to you. That whole thing, maybe even sometimes taunting, well, not necessarily taunting, but sometimes giving you what you need in order to push you to keep to
To
go
do it.
crazy.
Okay. I mean, sure. Sure. I get where you're coming from. I wouldn't ever have thought that it had a major effect on how he went about things eventually. Because I think by it just was inevitable.
Yeah,
But
but I
I
think it was,
understand that
but
the
I think
guy had his agenda, obviously.
I think it was subtle pricking. So it's not like it all happened at once. I think just the
Slow burn.
light, slow burn, just getting you to where you need to be. Just take it, take it, take it, take it,
Yeah.
take it. You know, that kind of thing. But anyways,
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. He also belongs on the list, right?
definitely,
Himself and Lily.
definitely.
Okay.
Your the next one.
Number, yeah, at 22 is Ragyu Kyryun. I have no idea how that's said, but I had to Google who this person was because I don't know her. So apparently she's from Kill La Kill. I never finished Kill La Kill. I started it,
Neither did
but
I.
I
Neither
never
did I.
finished it.
Neither did I. Never even start. I don't think I started it.
Oh, you never did?
I don't think
I
I did.
did start it. I think I still, yeah, I don't remember where I stopped. I can't remember a lot from it. This was ages ago. Ages ago. So yeah, I can't say much about this lady because I don't think I got up to the point where I
You
sleep
met
very
her,
much because I
like,
didn't
yeah.
recognize her. Yeah, yeah. So I can't say much about her. But Kill La Kill is it's an interesting one. It's an interesting anime. A bit you know, it has some etchy like things because the outfit is a bit. Anyway, yeah, it's an interesting one. Let me leave it at that.
Yeah.
You can go with 21. So we
20.
can't really judge if she should be on the list or not because we're
Yeah,
not
for the
keeping.
ones we don't know, people, we're not going to judge if they should necessarily be on the list. For people that have seen it, maybe you can
Yeah.
comment or write something and say, oh, we've seen, this, and this person deserves to be here, and we would be happy to maybe, or maybe even recommend it to us. Right, give us a rider, tell us watch it, and then we'll go back and watch it. But the
Yeah.
next one is a good. I When I saw this list, I remember the anime, and I was so happy to remember it. So that's
Yeah.
number 21,
Yeah.
Medusa. Medusa is from an anime called Soul Eater. So Medusa is quite a character. She's not the baddest person. Like, I wouldn't say she's like, how you have the top of the bad guys. So all the people we've been mentioning are
Mm-hmm.
like on top of the chain in the bad guys. She is not
Yeah.
on top of the chain in the bad guys, but she was bad. And
So what made her formidable? Now is she bad like physically strong,
she's
bad, or
strong
does she
she's
have some
strong
psychological stuff
physically,
going on?
and she was
Mm-hmm.
able to psychologically manipulate one. She's a witch. Now they have different kind of, they have the
Right.
weapons, they have the, in Soul Eater, I know you've not seen it, but in Soul Eater you have the Shinigami, which are like the Reapers. Then you have the weapons of the Reapers, which are also like, they can exist as people and they change to weapons.
Yes,
Then you
that much
have
I know.
witches. You have witches that also different. Now she was a witch and she had an agenda, and her agenda was solid, and she went far with it, and she was able to manipulate her way, and she was manipulating I think it was a weapon she was manipulating to work for her, that she really destroyed the guy's psyche to the ground. Like, literally, the guy did not, that kind of worship, slave, everything. And the guy is also a mumu and abused. That she was abusing him and everything, but also his mom in a sense. So, but not really his mom, but it was proper. You feel for the guy, Anya or girl, I don't even know because it's like a weird kind of character. But you feel for the
Right.
person, and you would
Yeah.
like, she's bad, and she was able to, manipulate even some good guys into be
Doing
even
some.
to not maybe doing some, but into getting living their sense of like lowering their guard where she's able to sort them out. So yeah, she was bad and she's strong as well. So yeah, that's I think she deserves to be there.
Okay. Cool. At 20 we have Gilgamesh from Fate. Um, Now I haven't seen a ton of Fate. I know the guy. And I've seen a little bit of Fate. Not a lot. It's still something I'll get back to. But I've never been like, I know I'm not like part of the Fate craze, so at least not yet. I don't think I ever will be, but yeah. But yeah, Gilgamesh I know is one of those characters that's like I guess top. From what I've seen so far, he's a very like cocky guy that thinks he's super powerful.
He is
So
super powerful. I would say because I've seen it.
so I hear.
So
Yeah.
he
I've
is
seen him in
actually
action like once or
he
twice.
is
So
actually very very powerful. He
yeah. I know he was
Gilgamesh
sitting down while he was controlling
he could not be
what was he
beat.
controlling?
I don't think he could even be beat. Like literally, nobody could beat him. It was that kind of
In the
one that
fight he was in, yeah, he definitely did not lose. But yeah.
yeah.
But
I don't think
okay.
he ever even lost. I think he just never lost at all.
Hmm.
So yeah, deserves to be
Okay.
there. Not necessarily. I wouldn't necessarily say bad guy per se because fate works slightly different.
The
It's a
way
tournament.
fate is,
Is a
right?
tournament
Yes.
style thing. So nobody's really bad.
Summon them,
So nobody is
yeah. It
like
may be
good. Is like
asshole, sure, but not
asshole,
good
but
or
not
bad.
bad guy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. I get that part.
yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, go on. My bad.
The next
Did
one
you
is
check
the
who this guy was from?
I did, but I wasn't so sure. I didn't. No, did
Okay,
I? Well,
I
why?
checked as well, so if we got the same thing then it's right.
Yeah, what did you
Yeah?
get? What did you get? Okay, let me mention
So
his
the
name
next
first.
person is
Number
oh yeah,
20,
okay.
number 19, the major, and it's the commander of the
Mm-hmm.
Millennium. So what did you get?
I got that he was from Helsing, which I have not seen. I haven't
I
seen
haven't
Helsing.
finished Helsing. I wasn't so sure. I've watched it,
Yeah.
but I haven't finished Helsing, so I wasn't so sure. So I don't want to say too much because Helsing is one of those things that I
Okay.
want to watch. So I can't
Yeah,
remember how
yeah,
much I watched or how much I did not watch. So I just
yeah.
going to park
You
it
will
here.
just leave
But
it.
Helsing is
Okay.
a good anime. And what I
I've
would
heard
say is that if they call him a bad guy and one of the bad guys
then
and
he's a
seeing the
bad
picture
guy.
that we are seeing, that face
The
is a
picture,
bad guy.
yeah. He looks more on the psychological
It
side of
looks more on
things
the
or something.
psychological side, definitely. Like definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now this next one is 18. At number 18, we have Zeref. Right off the bat, this someone I don't think needs to be on this top 25 list. No offense to Zeref.
Really?
Zeref is from Fairy Tail. And he was up, yeah, I don't know, maybe I don't remember enough, but he was always this looming bad guy, yes? And he comes in, then he has the whole, I'm looking for Natsu. Natsu will save me. Anything around me dies. The grass dies. Natsu, Acnologia is coming. Oh, he just seemed like this
I
looming, dramatic, whatever.
did you
And
ever finish watching One Piece? I just need to ask.
the initial fairy tale, yes, because they had that final season that was then about them moving to when the war when the bigger fight starts happening.
Yeah.
I didn't finish watching that part. No,
No,
the first season part, yes.
why I'm asking you is because I think if you watch more of it and even read it, you will kind
I
of
did read it too, and
understand
then I
how
stopped when they got to
Zeref
that point. Mm-hmm.
can be a bad guy. I know that he's a very, very I don't want to use the word wishy washy. I think he's a very unassuming bad guy. Let me put it like that. He's that bad guy that is not necessarily like, oh, I'm trying to do you evil, I'm trying to do you bad. But I think
Mm.
there's more to it in a little bit, you know. And I
Well,
think
that's why does he need to be on the list though? I'm not saying he's not a bad guy villain, but I don't know. I just think
And I think for the fact of all the things that come out of him, like all the thing, the badness that comes
the
from him, not
evil
even the
things
evil,
that come
the
out
people that come out that want to say work that are working for Zeref, that are now
for
bad
him.
guys. You understand? So
So you want to say is because of him and what comes as a result of his existence that is what is makes him that what makes him so bad. Is that what you're saying?
I would not necessarily say he doesn't deserve to be on the list. That's all I'm saying. As much as I
Well,
don't like fairy tale, but yeah, in the top
well,
25,
I
if
guess
you put
we
Zeref there,
can
I might
agree
be
to
like, yeah,
disagree.
I might be like,
Okay.
I'm shaky, but I'm not saying no like you.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You can
Number
take the next
17.
one.
Number 17 is Cube, and I don't know
Do you,
Cube, so
I
and
think it's I don't either, but it's
Cube
from
looks.
this mm,
You got Magic
looks it's
Madoka,
from this Maggie, yeah,
Maggie
Maggie
Magota.
Madoka, whatever.
Frosty. Cube looks so cute that
Maggie
you don't.
what?
I said Magic Madoka, but it's Maggie Madoka. Yeah.
You were chopping him out a little bit. That's why I'm laughing. Go on.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm
Yeah.
saying he
So
looks
Cube
super
looks like
cute,
what?
so or
Yeah,
it looks
looks
super
like a
cute.
Pokemon kind of thing.
Yeah, so you would not think that
So
this
I'm
is,
really
but
wondering what.
it's going to be one of those
Yeah,
psychological ending ones. Those ones that they
you
are cute,
think?
but then no, I don't mean it's smart. I mean it's horror.
Oh,
It looks like it's
oh,
cute,
that it
but
will
then
transform into
it's something
something.
and just maybe,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, for those of you who know, you
exactly.
can you can school us. Oh, the next one is a good one. At number 16, we have Shogo Makashima, and this is the baddie from Psychopass season one,
Mm-hmm.
and absolutely deserves to be on here.
Yeah, deserves
Absolutely deserves to
and
be on
deserves the
here.
number he is as well. 16 is good for him.
Yeah, if it was even higher, I don't fight it at all. Cause okay, we were supposed to say the worst things that some of these people did, and with
Yeah,
some of
sorry.
them, we can't even
We can't
pick
really,
right.
yeah, yeah.
With some of these guys, yeah, the ones we really know of, sure. But you did talk about Medusa, which is fine. Now Zeref, what do we want to say was the worst thing he did now?
We've moved on
What?
from Zeref. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Okay, yeah. So this Shogo guy is a good one. I think this scene always stood out for me with Psychopath season one, and that's all he's doing, by the way. But it's a scene where this bad guy, this person actually, is beating somebody to death in the middle of the street, and everybody's watching. They all and everybody, instead of helping or doing anything, even the police and the technology that's supposed to um um call to attention when something is being done and when a crime is being committed, nothing sort of reads because of things that this guy has done. And so this person is just beating someone to death in the middle of the street, and people are filming on their phones. Nobody's doing a thing to help. They're all just watching. And it's all it doesn't it mean it, so any, for anyone who hasn't seen it, it may not sound as bad because the actual context is missing. But if you watch it, you would know what I mean. Like you'll feel the full effect of that scene, because that's like the most. It's like it's just so brutal, and many other things happen in there. But yeah, that's it for me. He's a good baddie basically.
Yeah, I agree. And your scene is actually the scene I can remember as well.
Picked.
So yeah, it's one of
Uh,
those ones. Let me go to the next one, Shishio Makoto, which is number 15, and for those that know, is from Samurai X or Kenshi. So it's a proper bad guy. He was burnt, so he wears all this, bandages around, and his burns always ache. But he was a good swordsman as well, and he was, I believe, he like they even wrote it here, skills on par with Kenshi, because Kenshi was proper strong, a strong samurai, and if not above, really, because it made him look creepy. But yeah, and he Kenshi found it difficult to fight with him in moments, and so
Mm.
yeah, I think he was a ruthless guy as well. So I think there's necessarily a lot of bad things he did generally, but I wouldn't know which I don't know what to pick as the baddest thing. He was just an all round bad guy. That's it, and very very
Okay,
brutal.
fair enough. Well, he's a swordsman. I'm not
Swordsman,
surprised,
yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Okay. Number 14, we have Vicious, and he's from Cowboy Bebop. I haven't seen Cowboy Bebop personally. I plan to, and I most definitely will. And I know I should probably close my eyes because I haven't seen it, but I will get to it. But yeah, so I can't really judge, but I know Cowboy Bebop is like the best thing since sliced bread when it comes
Yeah,
to anime. So
it's like
I don't
yeah.
doubt this
I'm going
person being
to
on the list if it's on there.
I'm going to. It's one of the things I've put on my rewatch list because I've seen it. So I'm going to have to watch it again. Get messed, because it's one of those things
Mm.
that, especially with the kind of people we are, we need to have Cowboy Bebop regularly fresh in the head. It's like how we have One Piece. Obviously, One Piece is ongoing, but Cowboy Bebop
Yeah,
is one of those ones like you just have to have it fresh in your head. You shouldn't
in
be
your head.
pulling straws and say, "Oh, I'm not."
Yeah,
No, no, no. So I don't want to say
yeah.
much. I'm just going to go back and rewatch it again, and then maybe one day I'll bring it up, or we'll have a Cowboy Bebop episode. Anyways,
Fair enough.
moving to, and I believe he deserves to be there because Cowboy Bebop is awesome. Moving to episode 13. I mean, I say episode 13, number 13. Number
It's
13. Moving to
okay.
number 13. Then
Okay.
there's Char Aznable. That's interesting.
It-
So
It's from this Gundam series. Have you seen it?
I've not seen the Gundam series. I've not seen the
Me
Gundam
too.
series. I've not seen the
Same
Gundam
here.
series, so it's one
This
of those
list
things.
might be shaming us a little bit,
It's
but
shaming
go
us,
on.
but I want to watch the Gundam series. I want to watch the Gundam series, so it's something that I've already put in my list. The thing is that there's so much to watch, so much to watch. So
So
yeah,
much, man.
I believe that we can put in there. Go, you next one.
Okay, at number 12, we have Naraku. And I'm actually not sure
What
where
anime that's
this
from?
character is from. Yeah, did you happen to find that out? Ah,
Looks
I
familiar.
forgot to check this. Like, well, I mean,
Inuyasha. Inuyasha. Did you never watch Inuyasha? Did you?
oh no, I never watched Inuyasha.
Inuyasha
I
is a
never
good
watched
one.
it.
So Inuyasha is a good one. So yeah, you should watch
But do you
Inuyasha.
remember the guy?
Yeah, yeah. Literally, I do. There's even a new Inuyasha series right now that is ongoing. That is like the children of Inuyasha, whatever.
Of I heard, yeah,
But
I
I've
heard.
not been able
I
to
think
get
apparently
into
it's
it.
not as good though,
Yeah, I've not been able to get.
from what people
Inuyasha
were
was good,
saying.
but I don't think I've been able to get into it. But
I
yeah,
don't think I planned on ever watching this.
this guy was a good, or I just saying guy, but yeah, this guy was a good bad guy. Well, not I don't mean good bad guy. He was a good bad guy, like in the sense was bad guy. That's it's
Good
nice.
villain, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one's for you.
The next one is Dio Brando, and that's from what's the name of this anime? Do you think just
JoJo's
JoJo? Yeah,
Bizarre
JoJo.
Adventure.
I don't know why the thing just JoJo was in my head, but I was thinking of what's the end of it? Yeah, JoJo. Did you watch it, JoJo?
I haven't seen JoJo yet. JoJo and Cowboy Bebop to me are the most like talked about best
Another
blah, blah,
one.
blah, all that stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen either.
You definitely
I
have to
know.
watch JoJo. It's kind of
Oh yeah,
it's
I know.
interesting one. Yeah. So yeah,
I know.
definitely.
And I know it's a weird one. Very
Yeah, weird one.
weird.
Yeah, but you would enjoy it. Then oh yeah.
Nah, next one.
Sorry,
You want to take my guy?
sorry,
Come on,
mistake.
man. Number 10, you see, they landed perfectly because, I mean, come
Perfectly.
on. Number 10 is Aizen from Bleach. And, well, he's a bad guy, but man, I don't know what he does to me. But, yeah, Aizen is. I Aizen is definitely
That,
deserves to be on the list
that just
for
sounded
sure.
wrong.
I know that. Yeah, whatever. Leave me. Aizen is a good one. You know what? Bleach has its issues, but I think their character designs are very good.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
Aizen just had this whole, he was previously this almost geeky teacher guy with glasses, and when he becomes bad, the transformation is like it just turns to this other guy, and then
He was that.
the
He was
voice
that.
actor, for the guy, he has this deep voice, everything like is just too much. That's why I said Aizen is my husbando, as they call it. But basically for Aizen, I don't know,
Now so
what would
you,
you
now
say
so
the
you, now
worst
so
thing
you,
he
now so
did?
you want marry bad guy? Continue, Sha.
That's why I said this is just, it's not, please leave me. Aizen. Aizen, the worst thing he did though, I'll probably say, is the way he manipulated the girl that used to be his second in command for
Finished her
his
life.
what was her name? Started with an H or something. Very
Finished her
naive girl.
life.
He manipulated the crap out of that girl. So much so she pretty much had a breakdown now. Like numerous. She was never the same again. That's how bad. Manipulated the crap out of her. Um like she damn near couldn't function without him after he showed his true colors and left. So I would say that's like the worst thing Aizen did. And he just controlled so many people, and like his plan had been from ages ago. He had been planning his whole thing from a long time ago. To see the whole thing through to fruition is like years and years and years of
That
planning
is
and
where I respect
deceiving. That
Aizen
is what is
because
bad. Yeah.
that's why I respect Aizen because he had,
He started
it's
the hollow thing now. He planned all that. Turned all those
the
captains to
detail
hollows.
the
Since
detail
then,
that he had gone into is where that's where it does it for me. It's like the
yeah,
details,
made
the
people
whole,
think his Zampacto did something completely different. The detail, as you said, is mad.
and that's why I believe he can even be higher in this list
Oh, he
personally.
can be, definitely, especially because he's strong and psychologically the what he did was bad. Like he's
That
both
even one of the strongest in the whole island, or what do they call
society,
this?
Soul
Society, yeah.
Society,
I just it's been so long.
Soul Island.
Soul Island, it's been so long. Soul Society, the ages, and what's the name of the captain of the 13? I can't remember his name. Did
I
not
can't remember
even
his name now.
have any idea about Aizen. Like
He didn't.
that is how bad Aizen was.
So bad. Yeah, he's a bad guy. Bad guy.
Then you want to say more on your guy because you
No,
can have plenty to
I
say.
don't want to. No, I don't want to gush some more because I would
Uh,
only sound weird. So let's go on.
all right, number 9,
Francis.
Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald, and this is from Bongo Stray Dogs. So
Oh, I
yeah,
haven't seen that.
I haven't
Have
seen
you?
that as well, but I want to watch it. But yeah, I think Bongo Stray Dogs is something that was called a good anime as well. So it's something worth
Yeah,
watching.
yeah, yeah. At number 8 is Shinobu Sensui.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where this is from? Do you know where this
Shinobu
guy's from?
Sensei, the guy looks quite kindly familiar, but I'm not so sure if yeah, I know the anime, but I know the anime is Yu Yu Hakusho. I know the anime, but I've not watched it. I'm sure you've heard of it
Oh,
before.
I've heard of Yu Yu Hakusho. Definitely haven't seen it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I've not seen it either.
Definitely haven't. You know.
So yeah, let me not stay on it. Let's go to the next one. Guys, sorry for the ones we've not seen, and if you've seen it and you're like, I hate you, how can you have seen it? We would This list is going to even push us to watch some of these because we want to know how bad these bad guys are, especially for the ones that are ranked high that we don't know about them.
Yeah.
Number seven is Blackbeard. Now, I believe that, some people might say, no, it should be lower. Some people might say, I don't think so. But I believe he was the wrench in the plans. And I think Blackbeard deserves to be here. Marshall D. Chich, as his name
Be-
is. He also has a D in his name. And that D is something that is
yes.
normally feared in One Piece.
And they've not yet explored.
Explored what D. We don't even really know what D is.
We don't.
We don't
Anyway, come
know.
on.
One Piece is too big.
It's so
So
big.
it's too big. It's all is seriously. It's so big that I
Yeah.
don't understand where we are going. But normally, a lot of people would see Teach as dumb, but I don't necessarily think so. I think
I
he
agree.
plays dumb, but I think
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing because it looks like
Absolutely.
everything was he bungled into everything. Bungled into the whole fruit, the darkness fruit. Oh, bungled onto the cap,
Makes
the
it seem
ship,
like he just
the
stumbled, but
everything
that's not.
stumbling. Like look, he just stumbled into the ship of Whitebeard, stumbled into the place where he was able to be Shibuka. He stumbled into killing Whitebeard,
Mm,
stumbled into killing
mm,
a, almost killing Ace or fighting with Ace, stumbled into everything. For the fact that all this stumbling is happening, and then stumbled into the prison, stumbled into getting more
mm-hmm.
people to join him. Everything just seems like a stumble, but after many stumbles, you should come and think that is this thing stumbling or this guy is just
Or
making you
just guys,
seem like he's
he
stumbling
wants you to underestimate him,
continuously.
because that way it's easier.
He likes
Mm.
the underestimation. He thrives on it, and it was we're even I was happy when he did not want to kill Luffy because I believe that time that him and Luffy initially met, he could have killed Luffy. I don't think Luffy would have stood a chance. There was one time
You
they
think
met.
that their
Yeah,
first meeting?
he
No,
already
he
had.
didn't have the darkness.
He didn't
No,
have the darkness that time.
no, that was before Sky Island, though, that they met. Nah,
He didn't have
man,
the
he won't have
darkness.
done. No, he
Are
won't
you
have
sure?
done
Because
shit
I
then.
don't think he.
Yes,
Are you sure? Maybe I can't remember properly, but I feel he did.
he didn't have the darkness then. No, he didn't have the darkness then.
Okay. Moving on from. Let me not even go into that. Moving on from that, I want to
Okay,
say
okay.
he picked the fruit he wanted. That darkness fruit. It wasn't. He looked for that fruit. He had plans. That's for. I just want people to understand that it wasn't a stumble thing.
Okay, okay. Yeah. He was looking for it, and
He
that's
was
why
looking
he
for the fruit
was
because he
there.
already knew that this fruit will lead him to having two fruits in one. So he
Because
had
he can swallow.
this is he
Okay,
had
okay,
already
okay.
planned ahead.
Okay, maybe he did have it. Sorry,
I
but he
think he had the
hadn't yet
darkness.
mastered it. So
He had I don't think he yeah, I don't think I mastered, but he had it. I believe he had it. If I remember correctly, but it's something I think he already had it because it was later he got obviously Whitebeard's own after he had taken Whitebeard and taken the fruit from the whole thing from Whitebeard. But I'm trying to
yeah,
say he everything if you really want to know how calculative he is, look at how he looked for that fruit and got that fruit. And once he got that fruit, everything came into plan and he started then that's when he now left.
he
He now
started.
started backstabbing everybody and this thing because he knew where
Mm-hmm,
he needed to be in order
yeah,
to get that fruit and where that fruit would likely to where he needed to be. So it's like is everything's calculated. Nobody should look at him as a fool. And I think my
I agree.
most craziest thing, okay, the baddest thing he did was kill Whitebeard. I think that's the baddest thing because I think all of
Definitely,
us had an attachment to Whitebeard. That was
of
the
course, and
baddest
he
thing.
and just what he did led to Ace's death too.
What he
So
did led to
all
it.
join
So all
safe.
join. And obviously, for the fact that Shanks also warned about him, like this mark that you see, or is he said this mark that you see, it is Teach that gave me. His eye,
The scar,
the scar. He went to go and tell Whitebeard to leave. Yeah, when him and Whitebeard crossword that the whole
the other
sky,
island
the sky parted ways because of their
where they were
crossword.
fighting. Yeah.
And everybody
Mm-hmm.
fainted. And he kind of said that they should just allow Whitebeard to go and Blackbeard to go, like in the sense that see this guy is in it. It's not what you think. He's not as dumb as you think, and all those kind of things. So I believe that, but that's not even what I want to say. What I want to say that the most thing I like about Whitebeard, I guess, is his laugh. As much as it's annoying, z ha 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 ha
White
ha
beard or
ha.
black beard?
Blackbeard, sorry, z ha 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 ha
Oh,
ha.
Ziha ha 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 ha. Ziha. And you know, One Piece, they pick the weirdest laughs for all these guys. But yeah, his laugh is definitely like
He's definitely one
funny.
of those things. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Number
yeah,
number
absolutely.
six.
Oh, sorry, real quick. What I just wanted to say is, if there was someone that was going to contest, but being on this list from One Piece, baddies, for me, I know you'd never liked this arc very much, but it's one of my favorite arcs actually.
Crocodile.
Is Crocodile, and that's because of also the manipulation he does.
I agree. I agree. I
Yeah,
don't
sure
disagree.
he got beat, but his manipulation was
I
deep.
would give you this one. In the grand scheme of things, I don't hate the arc. Do you understand?
But it's
Bef-
not. It
no,
does.
no, no, no.
It's not
Now I
high on
know.
the.
Now I like the. Let me say. Then I hated it. Now it's okay. Let's just
Oh,
leave it there.
okay, ah, fair enough. It's one of my favorite arcs. Um, did you just take Blackbeard or was it me? You
It was
did. You
me.
did.
Yeah.
Okay. Number six is All for One from My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero Academia, and well, we all know One for One. All for One. Sorry, he's been the top baddie, should I say, all this time. And we're still finding things about him till now. So yeah, he definitely can be on the list. Worst thing he's done. I don't know. That's a bit hard. I don't know what I would say the worst thing he's done is. I'm not sure what I'll say. Probably just the fact that he works behind the scenes. I'll say it's probably that. Or that, unless you want to say the worst thing is him killing the previous holders uh of
And
the
him messing all
previous
my
holder.
top, I guess.
Well, that's just the fight that, you know, All
It
Might
was the fight that did
still
it.
won.
It was the fight that did
But
it, though.
okay, fair. But I mean, but All Might came out of it like, but yeah, I
It
feel
came
you.
out
I feel you.
useless.
Come on, it wasn't useless. Come
I
on.
mean, came out no powers. That's what I'm trying to say. Like that was it. All Might is
Oh, because he
no, no.
had to
All Might is
use.
just now all. He's no longer Might. We have to remove the Might
Well,
from his name.
that's why All Might is more than just his strength. He inspires.
I
That scene
guess.
got me, by the way, when he was
Yeah.
talking about, when he does the thing and he's talking to
You
Deku and
you
he's
sh- you
like,
sh-
it's
you
now
sh-
your
you sh-
turn.
you shed a
And
tear.
you're like,
You shed a tear or two.
well, no, I didn't, but I felt it. I felt it. I felt it.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Um. Then the next one is number five, Griffith, and it's from Berserk, I think. Yeah, it's from
Yeah, it is
Berserk.
from
So,
Berserk.
yeah, I can't remember watching Berserk or reading Berserk. I know I have done something, but I need to go back and do it again. So I'm not going to
I
say too
haven't seen
much.
Berserk, but I know about it. I think I've seen it, some scenes from it. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, number four. Do you want
Oh,
me to take
King.
number four and you take number three?
Actually, take.
You take four. You take four. I'll take three. I mean, let me take four. Sorry, you take three.
Okay, go on.
Number four is King Bradley Wrath, also known as Wrath, and absolutely, absolutely top body. Deserves to
Don't
be
put me on
in.
blast, please. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. Deserves to be in top four or top five. Let's put it like, because there's nothing like top four,
Okay.
top five. Deserves to be in top five. Proper, because why I say this, because he was a bad guy, one of the baddest guys, if not one of the baddest guys, but he was in charge of the good guys military. So you can imagine the level of manipulation that someone is the ultimate good guy but the ultimate bad guy at the same time.
Okay, well, this
So
is something.
I know you've not seen it. I know I'm spoiling it in a sense, but it's
No, it's
not
fine,
necessarily.
please. We've
It's not
done this
necessarily.
already.
It's not necessarily spoiling. Like, well, that's what I'm saying. Is not necessarily spoiling because we've already seen that
You,
he's a bad guy. So you would, when you
I
see
see that he's even wearing
uniform,
the
so
outfits
even
of
the good
the
guys
guys.
work for
Yeah.
him. They are under him. So you can imagine
Yeah.
when you find out, and when he's, or well, kind of, you don't find out so late, but when he starts showing his and his fighting, and the fight scenes in Alchemist are beautiful. It's not one of those animes that, no, you enjoy it. You actually do enjoy watching their fights, and it's proper combat, martial arts, what have you, with powers infused, everything. So you really
Mm,
enjoy it. So, and the drawing is good as well. So yeah, definitely one of the things. I think the baddest thing is just him being in charge. And he killed
just
some
saying.
people, and he was ruthless as well. When he went into his bad
Uh,
state, he was a ruthless guy.
yeah. Okay. Well, number three we have Uchiha Madara, and well, obviously it should be on the list as well. I don't know. What do you want to say that I guess people don't even know? I guess it's just one of those manipulators, but it's also one of those manipulators that apparently was being manipulated.
That's
you know,
it.
that's just the
He was
sad
just a
part,
he
should I
was
say?
he was a puppet still at the end of the day.
Yeah. So should it be Toby that should have been on here, or should it be someone else? But even not, but it doesn't matter, I guess, because even you can almost put Itachi on here, just because he's not a bad guy, but he was always playing. But he's a bad guy at the same time because
Yeah,
he
but I
messed a
won't
lot
put
of people up.
Itachi
Only
there.
his brother, self, he messed his brother up.
I won't put Itachi there because of the. I know it. If you don't put him, he's like, oh, then why did you put Lelouch in the list? But
Yes.
Itachi was one of those. I think he was ultimately tortured. I think it was more. He was like, he was told, he was on this solo quest that, I don't know. So I don't know whether I'll put him
But
as
you
a
yourself,
bad
you've
guy.
answered that if
Yeah,
Lelouch is there,
yeah, I guess.
Itachi should be there because Itachi is worse than Lelouch. You know, so yeah. I mean, that's all good. And well, because I love Pain, I think Pain is a top baddie for me. Even though
Yeah,
he
pain.
turns out good, which is why maybe he may not be on this kind of list, but while he was
Yeah,
bad,
but
he
we
was
can't really
bad.
talk about tons, like that's what we say. We can't really now
Yeah,
use
that
tons are
doesn't matter.
good.
Yeah. But he was when he was bad, he was bad. Now the world will know Pain, Shinra Tensei. Sorry,
Mm,
that's the exact line.
that was beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then the next one is Frieza. I think
Mm-hmm.
Frieza is definitely should be here. The Frieza should be in
Definitely.
top five as well, because Frieza was one of the prominent bad guys that you know
Mm-hmm.
until he lost, he was really like difficult to.
Bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
probably more on the
and he
physical strength part.
and he killed a lot of people as well. So, and he was just, he doesn't care. Even as he, when in Dragon Ball Super, he is like on the good guy's side because they're fighting for the world. But even in
Mm.
that, he still doesn't care. So he's not like, oh, he's that kind of bad guy
He's
that develop feelings. No, he
yeah.
still does not care.
Okay. Um, I agree. I remember from the bits of Dragon Ball Z I saw back in the day. I remember Frieza. So definitely should be on there. And our number one is Meruem from Hunter x Hunter, which definitely should be on this list because this guy
And
was a
I
real
think he
bastard.
deserves number one. Can I say it? I feel he does.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
it's difficult. I
Funny
know
enough,
it's
I actually
difficult.
wanted to go and watch it just because of this list.
Yeah,
But go on.
he is. That's to show how good Hunter x Hunter. I think people sleep on Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is
Yeah,
actually a very, very, very good anime,
yeah,
and I think a lot of people
absolutely.
just, they're
It's
like,
because it's kind of old.
no, but they did a redo, which now,
They did, but even the redo is old now. Is it not from 2011 or so?
true,
Yeah, I mean, it's old at this
but
point,
it's
should I say.
drawn well. That's what I'm saying. The older
It
one
is
was
drawn
not
well.
drawn
Yeah.
so
No,
the
the older
new.
one was old now. What do you want from them, right? It's not like the older one was old. Let me just put it that way. But yeah, the newer one is a lot sharper and stuff.
Exactly.
But Merriam is good at number one, though. Yeah, yeah. I was
And
trying to tell you
Merem
that I
was,
think he's the one that pulls out his arm or he pulls out his limbs or something
yeah,
like
and
that
just
without
got strong.
flinching.
Yeah. Like he felt
Yeah,
no pain, felt just that kind of thing that did not understand feelings or pain, and it was just, I'm just ruthless. And I think the
yeah.
nastiest thing he did was killing the,
The
you know,
Netero, what was that guy's
Yet
name? The
Netero,
head
yeah,
of the
yeah, the head of the,
hunter.
yeah, Hunter Association.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah,
So I think
that
that's I know there are a lot of bodies that we've not
oh
covered.
lots. That's why we wanted
Lots.
to use like a list rather than us just um throwing out bad guys because you could easily find a ton of bad guys here and there in different
Ton.
anime. Excuse me, for different reasons. So that's why we wanted to like use a list to guide it, should I say? But yeah, altogether, I think it's a good list and shows us that we have some to go
Some
watch
anime to
at
go
this
and
point.
watch. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
with this we can go into the writers.
Yes, yes, yes. The writers. Okay. So my writer for the week is Zetsuen no Tempest. I know we've both seen this. I don't think you might remember it as well. Do you? But
I
that doesn't
remember it.
matter. Okay, cool. Um, it's. I think it has a good story. It might drop the ball at bits and at different points though. But I enjoyed it all through. I liked the drawing. The animation was cool. The way just the aesthetics of it. I always liked, and the music. It has this whole almost they try to lightly adapt a Shakespearean story to it as well. So I always liked the Twin Tempest. So I would recommend it. What about you?
And mine actually came from us doing a research into this episode, and I remembered
Yeah,
the anime because I was going something different. And I remember like no way. So mine is Soul
yeah.
Eater, and everyone because Soul Eater fight
Which is
scenes
where
are all,
Medusa comes from.
yeah. Soul Eater's fight scenes
Yeah,
are also very very good. It's very hand to hand combat as well because I think one of the things I enjoy most about animes is when there is this hand-to-hand combat where we are seeing, but even if we
feel the
mixed it with
impact.
powers, you feel the impact. So it also has a lot of hand-to-hand combat. One of the top characters in there is Black Star. Yeah, so I think that's his name, Black Star. Yeah, so definitely check it out. I mean, once you Black Star is very stupid, but also a very very interesting character.
Okay.
Very very stupid, like he has no sense, like dumb guy that will make you
Okay.
laugh, but also at the same time
Right.
can is very very talented. So it's his stupidity that faults him. Outside of that, I'll just say
Okay.
this for you as well because you've not seen it. So this rider is also to you,
Yeah.
my eye will. I'll say this: he is a ninja, Blackstar. He should do stealth, be stealth. You understand? He should be stealthy
Mm-hmm.
as a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
He is meant
Yeah.
to come and surprise you. Also, his weapon is like also understands that, but he announces himself when he
Oh.
comes. That's how dumb he is. Because when he actually does his stealthy things, it works. But he'll come and announce himself like, "I'm here. Let's
And,
fight."
yeah. And that just obviously defeats the purpose.
That defeats the purpose and makes the
Yeah.
whole journey much more difficult. But yeah, he
Yeah.
goes through a growth phase as well. It's one of those ones that I think there was a manga, and I think the manga went for that. I don't think they closed the anime up like. You understand? So it's one of those ones that I've kept in a place that I need to, rewatch and then go on and read and catch up and finish if it's still not ongoing, if they finished it as well. But yeah, definitely check out
Yeah.
Soul Eater.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right. That's our writers for the week, and with that, we've come to the end of another episode, guys. As usual, thank you for rocking with us, for listening to
Yeah.
us. And
Yes,
do the
yes,
usual.
yes.
Like,
Thank you.
subscribe, follow. And yeah, thank you guys, man.
And thank you. Have a wonderful weekend ahead, and have fun. Say meet up with your family. Also, get them to
Yeah.
watch anime, especially your parents. Anyways,
Sure, sure. Show them Aizen. Show them Aizen. They'll be down.
or watch what's the name? Watch redo the healer with your parents. Very very interesting.
Oh my days.
Anyway, they will love it.
Alright, man.
Alright,
They
have
would.
have a wonderful one. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.